Hello, welcome back to Snap Bolt. I got another Pioneer League, more testing for GP Phoenix coming up, and I just ran the Inverter of Truth through a league on my last video, but I had to do it again. This is, again, my testing, so you're kind of seeing the progression as I play, and yeah, this is the same deck. If you haven't seen the last video, go check it out. The list is a little bit different. I am trying some different things. I think this list looks a lot better to me, more refined. I've seen some other people post lists either in the prelims or the 5-0s, and I took some from here, some from there, and kind of I think I've refined our list here. So one thing we did was we added Fabled Passage to the mana base and a couple Choked Estuaries. I think the mana should be better now. I think Fabled Passage is also probably good. Sometimes you don't want a card in your graveyard, but enabling Dig Through Time, the Delve, is pretty huge. Also went up to 4 Dig Through Time. I think this is the best Dig Through Time deck in Pioneer right now. This card could get banned at some point. This card's just insane. But if you haven't watched the last video, I would suggest going to do that first. The basic combo is Inverter of Truth into Thassa's Oracle. That's our basic win condition. Some other things we're doing is we cut the Discovery Dispersals entirely, and I'm trying out 4 Censor, just because it can cycle for 1 mana and it's good interaction. This seems very good to me, and I think I'm going to like it. A lot of people are running 2 Thought Erasure. I'm unsure. This is not my favorite card, especially in older formats like Pioneer or Modern. Other people like to run 1 in Modern. I just don't really see that being good. But I could see it being okay in this deck, just as a way to protect the combo, and the Surveil one is kind of nice. So I'm going to try it. Not sold on this, though. This is the card I'm most skeptical about. A Drown in the Loch. This could be 2. This card seems sick. And other than that, the deck is pretty similar. The sideboard's a lot different, as you can see here. It looks a lot better. Most people do not have Unmoored Ego, but I think this deck is getting more popular, and Unmoored Ego is just lights out against, I feel like, a fair number of decks. Lotus Field, this deck, you just name Inverter of Truth. It can even come in some other matchups. So I'm just trying to go up on the number of Unmoored Egos and see if that can buy us some free wins. But anyway, that's the deck, and I'll see you in round 1. Alright everyone, welcome to round 1. We're against Manoa. And again, this is youtube.com/snapbolt. If you like the content, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. I really enjoy making content, and I hope you guys like the games. And if you see any misplays, if you see anything, just let me know. I like to hear what you guys think about my lines and that sort of thing. But this hand looks great. Gonna keep. We have 2-1 Thoughtseize, T2 Thought Erasure. We have a Fetid Pools we can cycle. We have an Inverter. So let's just disrupt them and go from there. If we're against like a fast aggro deck, we might just get, like, if they have a lot of redundancy and a fast clock, this might not do anything. But if we're against like combo, this hand looks pretty nice. Alright, against Manoa, let's not stop on our upkeep. Swamp, Thoughtseize you, and see what we're up against. Looks like we're up against Mono Black Aggro, which is a close matchup. Now do I want to take Knight or a Dreadwander? Dreadwander does come back for free. Not that that really matters, but it does more damage originally. I think it's safer just to take the Knight, and I can beat the Dreadwanders. Next turn, I mean, we can even take Grasp, but I think next turn we're just taking a Dreadwander and just trying to slow him down. Ooh, Censor. Can't leave that up right now. I'll probably just end up cycling that. Ooh, Murderous Rider. I don't know if I care too much about Murderous Rider. I think I'm just going to take... The problem is if I take Dreadwander, it's not too long till it can come back. I guess we're not giving him any targets for Grasp. And he has to just hardcast a Murderous Rider on T3. I think it's worth. I think it saves us enough damage that it's worth. And Fabled Passage can go to the graveyard, I believe. I don't want to draw that. Pass the turn. So we know those 3, and he played Swamp, so we know those 2 plus a blank that he drew. Alright, now I just go Catacombs, pass, plan on going cycle if I don't need to cast Censor. If he just casts a Murderous Rider for 3 mana, probably just Censor it, honestly. We don't really care about taking 2 here. It's not that bad for us. Blood-Soaked Champion, we have to let that resolve. And now we just go cycle this first, and then probably cycle Censor. Yeah, because we want to also draw into another blue source to play this Jace. Murderous Cut, not bad. Drawing through our deck. We cannot play Jace because we don't have triple blue. Even in a deck with good mana, Jace can be tough to cast. He's got 3 cards in hand. We know 2 of them. We'll just lead on Opt, bottom of land. Another Censor. Another Censor is actually not bad. Just going to play land. I'm just wondering if I Murderous Cut for like the full amount of mana to leave cards in my graveyard, or if I want to exile them. Most likely I'm just going to pay only 1 mana for Murderous Cut. That way I have Censor up as well. Probably just going to Murderous Cut the Dread Wanderer here. He's probably just going to go to combat. Attack with both. Then I just cut this for the full exile here. I'll leave Opt. I guess I could have left something else potentially. I don't think that matters too much. He's grasping his guy in response just to get Grasp out of his hand, it looks like. There's no reason to counter it, so yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter really. It's kind of just interesting. Just he wants to get that out of his hand so he can start bringing back Dread Wanderers, I guess? Sure. We don't care about that. He's also a little choked on mana there. Oh, Fabled Passage is great. It allows us to deploy this Jace. But we can also just cast Dig Through Time. I think playing Jace is better. I'm gonna play Jace. Oh, then it can just get Murderous Ridered. You can just get Swift Ended. If he takes his whole turn to Swift End, is that fine too? And he has to draw land to be able to do that. But if I just go end step, Dig Through Time, exiling these, and I hit the combo, I win. So I'm actually gonna do. Maybe I'll just dig down. I don't hate that. I'm gonna do it. And then I just go tap 3 mana, exile my graveyard to dig, and then I get Thassa's Oracle plus land to win next turn. Then I only lose to a top decked Thoughtseize effect. And I don't even lose to it, I just don't win next turn. Pretty confident we got this game though. If he drew a Thoughtseize, he can stop us from winning next turn, but even then we're in an okay position. He has to take part of the combo, and then we just get to slam Jace. Yeah, that's game. Sweet. Now I just go Island, Inverter, and then play Thassa's Oracle with 1 card in library. And that should do it. No, let's not put it on top. Alright. Got the combo. Let's go game 2 against Mono Black. I think we want Kalitas, Cries. I think that's it. What we do not want. Thought Erasures could be a little slow. Jace could be a little slow as well. I think I still want Thoughtseize for sure. Could side out a Jace. Just because he has a lot of pressure for the Jaces and Murderous Riders. I like this. I don't think we want anything else. Alright. Could even bring in Scarab Godr, but I just think that's too slow. I'd rather just bring in these 3 strong cards. Let's go. Our opponent's going to have more disruption games 2 and 3, so honestly it might get a little worse for us. But I think this deck is strong, and this is a good hand. Double Fatal Push. We even have a T1 Opt. Leyline of the Void. That's fine. People love to bring this in, but I don't really think it's that great. Yeah, it turns off like our dig through times, but you have to have it in your opening. It makes your top decks way worse, and it like allows us. We don't need to like. Sometimes your graveyard gets too big, and that can allow you to not be able to combo. But now we don't have to worry about that. We just basically need to survive, get to 6 mana, and then we combo and we win for sure. So that's the plan. Take 2 here, plan on opting at end of turn. Castle and another Blood Soaked. It's not ideal. Those are way better than the Dread Wanderers. Knight. Okay, well, let's just opt. Fabled Passage. It's actually not bad. I'm going to just bottom it. We'll just draw lands naturally. At least that's the plan. Opt was a good draw. Plan on just killing this knight. I don't need to worry about interaction, I don't think. It's probably just going to attack for 5 here. I'll kill knight. Don't even want to take 1 off it. Just kill it now. Then plan on opting. Next turn I'm going to have to leave up Censor for like a Rankle or something. Just casting Murderous Rider. Yeah, it's going to be rough here. I mean, the Leyline does stop us from winning, like just tapping out on T4 and then winning on T5. So it's good in that sense. You can see like against this draw, he had a good draw. He's on the play. This Jace is not going to be good. It's too hard for us to protect it. Alright. It's our upkeep. Let's see what we draw. We're probably just going to have to leave up another Jace. It's not good. Alright, I'm going to have to just go opt here. Fetid Pools. I need more lands, but I actually don't think I can draw that. I mean, I could draw it and play it now, but then I don't get to Censor. Yeah, I'm just going to bottom. Drew all 4 ops. Just going to pass the turn. Probably have to push something and opt because we can't. I don't think we can just take 6 down to 8. Opponent with 1 card in hand. He just gets to bring back Blood Soaked for free. On the draw, when that deck curves out like that, it can be pretty nice. This is the other deck I'm considering for GP Phoenix, and I'm still likely to play Mono Black, I think. It's just so consistent. It has like such a straightforward plan. It's hard to disrupt. It's not reliant on a combo like this deck is. But the raw power level of this deck is pretty high. Feels so bad to Fatal Push. Might not even have anything else to do, but I have to do it. Then I'll just opt. And we actually need to draw lands. It's just looking bad here. Yep. Opt. Dig through time, definitely on the bottom. Okay, land is okay. Probably just going to slam a Jace, and he will have to attack into it. You may have another Murderous Rider, but dig is not good. Can just mill ourselves. Pass the turn. We just have to get up to 6 mana and find the combo, so that's basically the game plan. We might take Thassa's Oracle here. We could hedge against Leylines a little bit and side out like one of the digs. I don't hate that. Could keep the Thought Erasures in on the play. Might just take Fatal Push, honestly. He took Oracle, yeah. Just attacking us. Interesting. All right, let's mill ourselves, even though it shows them more. Oh, we showed them cry. Of course we did. All right, I think we're dead. Just cycle Censor now. Inverter. That's not going to do it. All right, we're dead. Good game. Our opponent had a good draw there. Just curved out with the aggression and had the ley line as well. Oh, we set it out the mystical. Yeah, maybe we can bring the Thought Erasures back in and we can hedge a little bit by going something like this. Maybe just even something like this. Because Jace wasn't very good. But I could see a situation where it's fine. Let's just leave 2 in. Alright, let's try it like this. Go game 3. Just taking out a dig, just again seems nice against the ley lines. Could even take out another dig and have another Thought Erasure, but dig is just so powerful. And they're gonna have to keep hands without ley line for sure. Alright, game 3 against Mono Black Aggro. We're on the play this time. And definitely gonna keep this hand. This hand looks awesome. We can lead on the Fetid Pools into Drowned Catacombs, have Censor. We can even shock if we want to cycle a Censor, but I think I'd rather just play a tap land here. Cry the Carnarium, if it doesn't get Thoughtseize, it's just going to be absolutely nuts in this matchup. Thoughtseize. Oh, Blood Soaked. Okay, Cry looking good. Let's go Drowned Catacombs because we have the Island Swamp. Pass the turn. We have these Censors up. We can cycle both of them as well if we want. Just going to take 2. Hope he just plays 2 more guys. Oh my god, that'd just be so good for us. Swamp, play 2 guys, please. Scrounger. Okay, this is still going to be a good cry here. I'm wondering if I just cycle both Censors or just keep them. I kind of like just cycling both of them, honestly. Just, it's mana efficient. And likely he has a lot of things that like cost such a little amount of mana. It won't be good to have those in hand later. So I'm just going to untap and cry. Takes a lot of pressure off. I don't want this to get stripped out of our hand. I'd rather just take all his pressure away. Those don't even come back. And now we're in a great position. Yeah, he hits on this Murderous Cut, but again, we couldn't censor that anyway. Oh my god, Kalitas. His deck doesn't actually have that many answers to Kalitas. I'm just going to slam it. Could have Murderous Rider, but I don't think it's getting much better for us just waiting. Play Kalitas, go. If we draw like a removal spell, then I think Kalitas can just take over the game. See, is he just going to slam a Swift End on it? Looks like it. Was that a misclick? Oops. Yeah, oops is right. That was bad. Now I can even strip something else. Oh man. I'm saying unfortunate. Jeez. I think I start by cycling Fetid Pools, so if I draw a removal spell, it's great, and I can still Thought Erasure, so gonna go with that. Dig through time. It's a great draw. Rather Thought Erasure though. And get his other Murderous Rider, oh my god. Thoughtseize on top, put into the graveyard. Play Watery Grave tapped. Pass the turn, no attack. Now he has to draw an answer for Kalitas, which he honestly probably does not have very many of in his deck. Just castle now. Sure. Can't attack. And then we get to dig into a removal spell. Or also just the combo. I mean, alright, let's dig. If we just get removal spell land, it's just absolutely insane. Guess I just leave. I don't think it matters. I'll just leave Cry. Wow, this actually doesn't do anything really. I guess I take Jace plus Drowned Catacombs, and then I play Jace plus pass the turn. Because I don't want to just like go for the Inverter Combo now. So I think I'm going, yeah, Jace plus Drowned Catacombs. And then I go any order. Go play Drowned Catacombs, play Jace. I'm going to mill him. Draw a card. Swamp, swamp. And then pass the turn. Next turn, go for the win. Really unfortunate there. I mean, would we have still won the combo? It's looking like it. And yeah, it looks like we have this. But still an unfortunate misclick for him there. I still think we would have won, but nothing he can do. Alright. Now we just play Inverter. Kalitas just held down the ground. And he just scoops to Inverter because he knows we have the combo. Or we have the Jace win on board. Because we put these two back, we mill them and draw with Jace. And that's game. He has 0 cards in hand. So good games. I'll see you in the second round. YouTube.com/snapbolt. Thank you so much. Hey, welcome to round 2. We're against No Cool Ace. No idea how to say that. He mulligans. You know what? I'm actually going to keep this hand. If we draw any spell, we can just go spell, put 1 card in the graveyard, T4 Inverter, T5 win. I'm going to try it. It's not great, but I mean, we have the combo, we have lands. He mulligans to 5. It's likely when your opponent mulligans, they're not going to have like as crazy punishing or like as fast of a hand. They might keep a slower 5. I don't know. I think this is good. Blooming Barsh, Thoughtseize will get picked apart. No, we're good. Spell. Okay, not a spell. Just going to play Watery Grave, pass. We have to draw something to put it in the graveyard before turn 4. So on the next 2 draw steps, we do need to draw something. What is this? Gather the Pack. Looks like we're up against Soul Flare. Oh no, we're up against some type of dredge deck. Put Stitcher Supplier into his hand. And let me read this card. Haunted Dead. 2 mana, discard 2 cards, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white spirit token with flying. So we can discard 2 cards and get a 2/2 and a 1/1 flying. Which he's probably going to do. And he has a Stitcher Supplier in hand. Okay, and we just drew another land. Drawing another land is awful there. Just going to play it. Revealing Island. Pass the turn. We need to draw something to put in our own graveyard next turn to win the game. We don't really care if he's making a bunch of guys. Looks like he'll probably just Haunted Dead at end of turn. Another Haunted Dead. We just don't care about that. Another Supplier. Maybe he wants to hit Prized Amalgams first. Creeping Chill. Don't care about that either. Okay. He only has 2 cards in hand. Spelled. Oh, another land. Oh no. That's bad. We can't do anything. This was the danger of keeping this hand is drawing land. Can't play Thassa's Oracle first either, so now we have to draw something this turn, play it, and then play Inverter on T5. It's just so much worse. Driven. Oh god, can he go Driven plus Despair? No. Not that that would really matter. He just goes Driven, draw 2 cards. I mean, that's good, but I don't know if we care about that either. Oh man, just if we had just hit, a Thought Erasure, a Thoughtseize, a Fatal Push, Censor, a land that cycles, a Fabled Passage, anything. Oh, Fabled Passage we can still hit. Grizzly Salvage. Okay, he's milling. He hit a Prized Amalgam and a Narcomoeba. So that gets to trigger Narcomoeba. I mean, trigger Prized Amalgam, I believe. Yeah, it does. So he has a lot of pressure here, but I still think we can win. So these 2 come back, and he took. What did he take? He puts Satyr Wayfinder into his hand. Okay, I just like to keep track of what he has in hand. It can come into play even when you don't think it can. Alright, Thoughtseize. 3, 4, 5, 6. Just going to cast Thoughtseize. And then I'll try to win in 2 turns. Alright. He can go Despair, make us discard 4 cards, which surprisingly isn't that bad for us. Alright, just going to take Wayfinder, I believe. 3, 4, 5, 6, down to 9. Ooh. Yeah, because if I take Prize Amalgam, and then that might just come back when he casts Satyr Wayfinder anyway. So I just need to do this, and then pass, and then I can play an Inverter to chump. So I'm still in this game. I am still in this game. So we know that's his hand plus a card that he drew. We get hit. Man, that was pretty unfortunate not to draw a card earlier. Oh, he didn't cast Prize Amalgam. I'm not sure why, honestly. Let's see. I think I just play Inverter right now, right? Yeah, I only want 1 card in graveyard, so next turn I go to 0, and then unless this Thassa gets discarded, even if he kills it in response or something, I'm okay. So I go land, play Inverter. Oh, he's gonna activate 2 Haunted Dead, or he can only activate 1. Okay, so I can block this and then take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down to 1. So I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay here. It's so funny if I win this game. Just literally do nothing, and then T4 Thoughtseize, and then T5 Inverter, T6 win. We still might die, but he's just going to make 1 Haunted Dead here. And then we have to block Prized Amalgam to survive. Oh, no, the other Prized Amalgam comes back. Oh man, yeah, I forgot about the Prized Amalgams coming back. So we're dead. I mean, I still keep that hand again, I believe. It's just, that was pretty unfortunate. To not hit a spell in the first 3 draw steps. We just drew all lands. So, unfortunate, but we're dead. Yeah, nothing we could have done. Alright. Definitely like these exile stuff. It seems pretty good. Scarab Godr getting exile stuff too, but don't know if I'm worried about that. Ashiok, definitely want that. Thought Erasure seems bad. I guess it's okay. Can still take like his Satyr Wayfinders and his enablers. Maybe Censors, not great. I think it's fine. Maybe we can get rid of Murderous Cut. And I don't really want to be Fatal Pushing his guys. Maybe Fatal Push is just, maybe I just take out all the Fatal Pushes. I kind of like that actually. I mean, I'm not really interested in like just fatal pushing like a Narcomoeba or a Satyr Wayfinder or any of his guys. So let's just go with that. We'll rely on the cries and the disruption and our combo. We just didn't do anything for too long that game. We literally just sat there like a sitting duck. Would you like to play first? Yes. Keep this hand. I think we have to keep this hand. 4 lands. We have an opt. We have a Jace. We have a dig. Just scope, island, go. Plan on opting at end of turn. Oh, is this a Thoughtseize? Or a Stitcher Supplier? Yeah. Triple land. We'll go opt. Censor. Yeah, Censor seems great. Top, land, go. We do have to keep in mind we need to play 3 blue sources by T4 for this Jace. Satyr Wayfinder, I'll definitely counter that. That slows him down by a lot. Ooh, Kalitas is nice. Just pass the turn. We're having these pretty clunky draws here. I mean, I'm keeping bad hands, but I think that's fine. Okay, Satyr Wayfinder. So he took Llanowar Waste, played it, and then hit all these creatures. Decimator, yeah. There's a Prized Amalgam, and he has Haunted Deads to trigger it. Okay, we hit Thought Erasure. He only has 3 power this turn. So I'm thinking I kind of want to just slam Jace. He can't kill it. I'm going to do it. Jace plus target ourselves because we have this dig. There's a Fabled Passage, which actually isn't bad. He can't kill this Jace. He can start bringing these things back. Our opponent has a pretty cool deck. I actually haven't played against that deck yet. I think it's a reasonable matchup for us because I don't think they have much to interact with what we're doing. They can also go off and do their thing. Wow, he's just attacking us. He's going to plan on Haunted Den, bringing back double Prized Amalgam. I mean, that's pretty scary. And even if I Ashiok, that's not going to do it. What I can do is just play Kalitas. I'm going to plus Jace, target myself. There's Ashiok. But again, if I just Ashiok, oh, then he can Haunted Dead or Scrounger in response, but I get to exile his graveyard, and these don't come back till end step. And then I can still dig through time. Alright, well that's the line, right? Do I want a Fabled Passage to put that in my graveyard? It's hard to say. I think I do. Fabled Passage, get an island. Play an Ashiok. Exile your graveyard. And then we're not dead on board. Because these Prized Amalgams won't come back. They don't come back till end step. So yeah, he Haunted Dead, so he has 3, 7 power. Trigger. But again, not till end step. He discards 2 Narcomoebas. I think I want to mill him. Okay, he can't Creeping Chill. That's nice. And now I could Thought Erasure, but I think I need to dig. And then if I hit the combo, I can win. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We go to 3. So I definitely have to dig here. There's only 2 inverters left. We have to hit one of them. Driven. Man, so he's going to draw 6 cards. Does he have the land for Despair? He's just going to attack all at us, I assume. Oh, he's going to kill the Ashiok? That'd be fine. Yeah, he just goes all at us. That makes sense. Draws a million cards. Not going to respond to these triggers with Dig Through Time. I don't think there's any real reason to. Okay. He goes up to 8 cards in hand. Plays a Stitcher Supplier. Did he not hit a land? Or is he just going to play 2 1-drops? No, he only hit a tap land. Okay, now I get to go dig. And if I hit Inverter plus Thassa's Oracle, I win. I guess I want to leave Thassa's Oracle in the graveyard. That could matter, because if I hit only Inverter, then I need Thassa's Oracle to be in my graveyard. Okay, well, Cry seems pretty good. That was a reason to dig on our turn, but I still think it's fine. He can't Haunted Dead at end of turn. So I guess I'm going Cry plus Opt. Cry plus Opt. And the order on the bottom. Untap. And we still have this Ashiok. Interesting, interesting. So I can Jace mill him, and then I can Ashiok. Let's see. Target player puts the top 4 cards, and then exile each opponent's graveyard. So that all happens at once. And I cannot go Cry plus Kalitas. But I can go Cry plus like Thought Erasure. Plus Opt. Right. I think I'm going to Jace mill him. See if this costs us. Doesn't look like it. Now I'm going to Ashiok mill him. And then I'm going to go, let's see. We have 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I can go Cry plus Thought Erasure plus Opt. So do I want to Opt first? I think so. Opt. Bottom. There's a Choked Estuary. I suppose I play that. Revealing Swamp. And then I go Cry. And then Thought Erasure. I'm at 3, so I have to take Creeping Chill. I guess if he hits another Creeping Chill, put this in the graveyard, I guess I'm just dead. So if he gathered the packs into Creeping Chill, I think I lose. 1, 2, 3. So there's one left, I think. Didn't hit it. Okay. Puts Gurmag into his hand. Another Gather the Pack. Didn't hit the Creeping Chill. Now we can hit it with the Ashiok. And we can almost mill him out here. So what's he going to take? He took another Gurmag Angler. So his hand is double Angler. He's probably going to play one of them. This is definitely the Angler, but now we just mill him out. Oh, the problem is if we mill into Creeping Chill, that is a problem. If we mill with the Jace into Creeping Chill, we lose. Let's see. He has that Angler, which doesn't really do anything versus this Kalitas. I think I just mill him with the Ashiok, because then he can't Creeping Chill off the Ashiok. Let me double check. 1 Creeping Chill here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I need to just Ashiok mill you. If I hit Creeping Chill, I win this turn, but if not, then I just play Kalitas, and I think I'm fine. Looks like I did not hit it. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think is the last cards I milled. And then there's 1. You could only have 3, but okay, he's scooping because he only has 1 card in library, and I think it's Creeping Chill. Because if we milled that with Jace, then it goes mill, and then he activates it and hits us for 3. What a crazy game. We were able to just mill him out. You know, didn't think we were going to get there, but Cry is just absolutely insane against him. We're almost at the Jace ult as well. We had to play that one very carefully. Yeah, I still don't like Fatal Push. I kind of like the build how it is now. I had 2 Ashioks in the last league. It would be nice to have a second, but we don't. We just got to rely more heavily on the combo. Let's go. Alright, I mean, this hand seems fine. We have a cycle into a Censor, Drown the Loch. We have some stuff. We got a Thassa's Oracle. Let's go. Can't mulligan this hand. Nice. Opta is actually a fine draw. Problem is he's going to play like probably a 2-drop Enabler here. I don't see how he could not. Hopefully he just doesn't hit well on this first one. All right, it resolves. Doesn't look like he hit anything crazy. He took Stitcher Supplier. That is annoying. I mean, we can drown in the Locket, but that's not great for us. I'm just gonna opt. Gotta hit lands. Cry. Okay, well I'm definitely drawing Cry, even though it's not a land. Pass the turn. Now we probably want to either Censor or Drown in the Loch something. Gather the pack. Well, I'll Censor while I can. Hopefully he doesn't have another land. He doesn't. Okay, perfect. Now this other Censor is looking great as well. I'm just going to pass the turn. If he just goes Stitcher Supplier, I might even just Drown in the Locket. Okay. If he plays a 2-drop, I'm just going to Drown in the Loch this. Yeah. Just counter. And then you Stitcher Suppliers here, sure. There's the Despair, okay, gotta watch out for that. Dig through time. I think now it's time to cycle Censor. Gotta hit land. We hit not the best land, but at least we can cast this Cry. He's probably not willing to like Despair for 1, so he's probably gonna put more creatures onto the battlefield here. We just hope he can't put a bunch of creatures onto the battlefield at end step. That would be worst case for us. It's funny, it's just like a funky mill deck he's got over there. So far away from casting this Jace. Not far away from casting this Dig Through Time though. So we can try to rely on our line of Dig Through Time, find Inverter here. Just need to find one more blue source. Oh, Gurmag is not what I wanted to see. We didn't have the Censor up because we didn't hit the blue source. There's Fabled Passage. I'm just thinking if I want to Dig Through Time now. What spell like am I trying to hit? It's only black mana that I want to cast now. Like a Thoughtseize? I don't even know if I want to cast that. I'm just going to play Fabled Passage and pass. Plan on Dig Through Timing. We're taking 9 down to 10. It's pretty brutal. And he did not go for the Despair. Okay. Just hard cast Haunted Dead. So that puts lethal on board. We do have this Cry though. Ooh, let's see. I mean, I can Censor this. Then I'm not even dead next turn. I think I have to let this resolve and then plan on casting Cry to survive, because then I can Dig Through Time this turn, Cry next turn. Let's just Dig Through Time right now. Not sure if that matters, but gonna do it. I think I want to exile my entire graveyard. Six. And man, we did not hit Inverter of Truth. So I think I actually need to take Thassa's Oracle here as a chump blocker. Plus land. I guess. No, Fetid Pools. Choked Estuary doesn't work either. So I have to take Thassa's Oracle plus Island It's not a good spot to be. Then I let this resolve, and then I go play Cry of the Carnarium, and then play Thassa's Oracle, looking for Inverter. So that's all I can do. I go Cry, then I go Thassa's Oracle. There's Inverter, okay. No. I just put Inverter on top. And I should be able to win next turn. This is tight. This is really tight. I want to chump this turn, but the problem is it puts me to 3 cards in graveyard. Because if he has a self-mill card, does he... Let's see... And he hits a Creeping Chill, I lose. But the problem is, if I put this, if I chump this and go to 7, then I play Inverter, put 3 cards in my library, and play Thassa's Oracle, I do not win. But I have a 6/6 to be able to block with for a turn, and I'll have Censor up. Not sure if that matters. But if I take it all, go to 2, and you just get Creeping Shield, that's going to feel real bad. So let's go with this line. Just has a land there. Okay, there's Inverter, which we knew about. And I go play Island, play Inverter, and then... I mean, another interesting line would be to play a Thassa's Oracle as another blocker. Because then I also get to Scry. And I have another chump blocker. I think I like that better than Censor. I don't think Censor does anything. I think this makes it more likely that I win. Looks like he's not going to concede. Put any of these on top? No, because I want to draw Thassa's Oracle next turn. No. Pass. Now I have 2 blockers and I'm drawing Thassa's Oracle. So this is pretty sweet. This is just a scrounger probably. Yep. Again, exactly why I wanted 2 blockers. Oh, Assassin's Trophy, the Decimator. That's not good. No reason to use the ability. So now I go chump Gurmag. And if I don't get Creeping Chilled here, I win. Which it looks like I'm probably going to, but don't want to count my chickens too early. Oh, they all gain Menace? Does that card really do that? Gain Menace and... Wow. I don't know what that card does. And our opponent throws out the early GGs. I don't really like when people do that, but GG opponent. I think it's better to wait and let your other opponent GG. It's kind of bad manners to, when you think you have the winning play, GG, and then wait for them. But good games. That was a really close match. We got pretty unlucky, I feel like, in game 1 to not draw any spells, but I did keep that sketchy hand. That's a cool deck, and let's go match 3. See what we can do. I'll see you in match 3. All right, round 3 here. The Afterman. Let's be on the play. Let's see what we can do to him. Keep this hand. Not great, but I think it's fine. Wonder if I want to shock and then opt, or if I just want to play a tapped land. I may want to cycle Fetid Pools. So I think I'm just going to shock. Plan on opting. Oh, it looks like we might be up against control. Drown in the Loch should be good. Let's bottom this dig. We already have one. Thassa's Oracle, Fatal Push, not a good draw. Just plan on cycling this Pools here. Although I could choose to not cycle it, but I think eventually we're going to hit enough lands. At least that's what I'm hoping for. To just naturally draw into them. Inverter is actually an interesting draw. Have to play Fabled Passage. Omen of the Sea, sure. It's another card I thought about including some Omen of the Seas in this deck because it's 2-mana instant preordain, and then it also loses around 1 blue devotion, which can make it easier to win with Thassa's Oracle later. So it's just interesting. Just Fabled Passage for Island here. We really want to draw land. We don't. I'm not even going to cycle Censor yet, I don't think. I'm just going to miss a land drop. Not sure if that's right, but if he might just go Thirst for Meaning here. Oh no, just sack Omen of the Sea? Sure. Omen of the Sea is very good. He bottom 2. Plays a tap land, passes the turn. I'll cycle Censor now. I just thought maybe if we caught something with it, it'd be good. We hit land, but I don't think it would have mattered too much. Now I'm going to pass and plan on end of turning a Dig Through Time. If it resolves, even if it doesn't resolve, we get to exile our graveyard. We can consider then tapping out for Inverter, and then the turn after we'll have Thassa's Oracle plus Drown in the lockup. So yeah, seems great. We might be able to like somehow sneak out a win here. If he has Censor, that's annoying. He just lets it resolve. Wow. Lets it resolve. That's just interesting. I think maybe I'd take like Fabled Passage plus Dig Through Time here, or I guess Thoughtseize land seems like the best. Because then I can see if my combo is going to get through. Yeah, I like Thoughtseize Swamp. I could Thoughtseize Watery Grave. I think the life doesn't matter. Don't want another card in the graveyard. Yeah, let's go with this. Just lead Thoughtseize. See what we're up against. He's got to have like a bunch of absorbs here. Just going to counter this. Counter it. Sure. I could have... No, I couldn't counter that with Drowned in the Loch. So now I can try to slam Inverter. I think I like slamming Jace, actually. Pay 2 life and just play Jace. Don't want to get censored. Just mill myself. Draw a card. Pass the turn. So now he knows. Now the gig is up. So I guess he doesn't have. He could not be on Censor. Teferi plus. Okay, it's. Oh, Teferi minus. Wow. So now we can just go Inverter, leave up Drown in the Loch. I mean, I like resolving Inverter here. We have another Thassa's Oracle in the deck. So, gonna do it. We don't get to win this turn, but I think we have a good chance to win. And then I just pass the turn. Keep this Drown in the Loch around to try to resolve this Thassa's Oracle. Probably just gonna opt end of turn almost no matter what. Just let him draw here. We also just have this 6/6 Inverter out. Supreme Verdict. Yeah, I didn't need that Inverter actually. So now I go opt. Just opt now, I suppose. Dig I can put on the bottom. We draw Thassa's Oracle. Cool. And we draw to 2 cards. And let's see, if I just go Thassa's Oracle, he has to counter it or I win, and then I go another Thassa's Oracle, he has to counter it or I win. I don't get to keep Drown the Loch up for both of them. But that's the line, and then if both of these end up getting countered, I can just Inverter again and then put them back into my library. Counter Scry. So I could Drown in the Loch. I mean, yeah. I'm going to Drown in the Loch the Sinister Sabotage, I think. Oh no, I do have 6 mana, so I can play another Thassa's Oracle after this. Maybe I should have waited on this, but I think this is good. Now if this resolves, I win. If this stays in play, yeah. Do you want to put a card on top? Sure, I'll put Thoughtseize on top. Got him. Alright. What do we have in the sideboard for this matchup now? Negate, triple Mystical Dispute, Duress. Wow, seems great. Scarab Godr. Don't want Ashiok. Noxious Grasp. All seems great. Murderous Cut could potentially actually stay in the deck because, I mean, he might bring in like Lyra's, but I think it's fine to cut it, to Murderous Cut it. Let's see, what else are we cutting? I mean, we can cut some Censors just because the game's probably going to go longer and Censor gets worse. You can always cycle it, but I think everything else, like all these cards, are better than Censor. So, I mean, I could cut 2 Ops, but I like cutting 2 Censor. Let's try this. This looks good. I like this matchup, especially with the Negate triple Mystical coming in. That gives us a lot of interaction. Let's see. Gotta mulligan this. I mean, I don't think there's any reason to keep it on the 1 land. It's actually pretty strong because we have the combo, we have an Opt, we have a Thoughtseize, but I think we can just do better. Yeah, I mean, this is better. Keep. I suppose we'll bottom a Swamp. The life doesn't matter. We want better mana. Pay 2 life, yes. We even have Mystical up. Oh, he's missing a land drop. Is this just going to be easy mode? Choked Estuary. I think we want that land. That's actually a good land. I could Thought Erasure this turn, but I don't really see the reason to Thought Erasure yet. I'll just reveal Swamp and then pass the turn, I think. I'd rather Opt and have Mystical up than Thought Erasure. I can just Thought Erasure next turn. Opponent's just not doing anything. Opt, dig through time. Yeah, I'll take a dig through time. Thoughtseize, that's so good. Just gonna go Swamp, Thoughtseize. Wow. Dream Trawler. It's a good one. I mean, I don't think I care about Rest in Peace. Could just take Dovin's Veto because it's kind of annoying. I can also take 2 cards this turn, so that's something to consider. Like, what if I take Omen of the Sea, Omen of the Sea? Dovin's Veto is just kind of annoying though. What if I take Dovin's Veto What if I also just take Dream Trial or Lyra? I don't think that's good. I'm not really scared of those. He's on 1 mana. I think if I just take Dovin's Veto, and on the second one, I don't care about Rest in Peace actually. Take Dovin's Veto and I guess just the Thirst for Meaning. That's just really digging him through his deck. Let's just go with this. Then Thought Erasure, and then next turn just plan on playing Jace. I just wanted to take Veto because if he hit land and just passed, I want to be able to resolve this Jace for sure. So just don't care about the 5 and the 6 drop there, I don't think. We'll just graveyard this. Now we have 5 cards in graveyard. We're just in a great spot here. Okay, he hit Plains even. And he goes Rest in Peace. I mean, that's annoying considering we have the dig through time, but let's see. So we know he has double Omen of the Sea. We know these 4 cards. That's everything because he drew exactly the Plains. But we just get to go Jace here. Probably just gonna start milling him at this point. Inverter, okay. Now we just need to find lands plus Thassa's Oracle. And he drew another land, okay. He's getting there. Censor's not a bad one. Let's just mill him. See what we're hitting. More Rest in Peace and a monetary. Oh, Drown the Loch just doesn't do anything. That's funny. Alright, let's opt now. Try to hit lands. Dig, bottom. Thassa's Oracle. Okay, there's the combo. So now we literally just need to hit lands. And I think I'm going to cycle this Censor because I really want to hit lands. Mystical. Omen of the Sea. I mean, do I just dispute this? I think I do. Pass the turn. Could have saved it for something else, but I like disputing that. Nice, now we hit land. So let's just plus Jace, target him. Another Mystical, nice. Now we're in a great spot with double Mystical up. All we need to do is hit a land in the top 2 cards. This Omen I'm gonna let resolve because I want to leave up double counter magic next turn. And see, like now he even has this 5 and 6 drop, but I just don't care. Like it's not really doing anything. See, this is where like this Rest in Peace isn't doing anything. It's honestly just like, yeah, it stopped me from casting this dig. It's not that it's not doing anything. It's just not that great. Fabled Passage. I guess I want to fetch first. I don't really want to just go for the combo. I want to just draw into more like hand disruption. And cards. I guess I'll fetch first. Get an island. Plus Jace, target him. And then pass the turn. He'll probably just sack Omen. Ooh, Thought Erasure. Just going to cast that right now. We know these 2 cards. And so next turn we could just go for the combo. Probably with protection up. Oh, and he had Dovin's Veto. I guess we could have won there, but we know these last 2 cards in his hand. Okay. But we still have double Mystical to speed up. And we can just ult this Jace here if we want. Draw 7. We put 2 cards on the bottom. Then he just passed the turn. So he has a non-land card in hand. Thoughtseize. Let's just draw 7. We hit land. So now we go land, Thoughtseize, and then combo. That'll do it. Omen of the Sea. Sure. I guess he could draw into another counterspell. But I'm going to go for it here. I guess if he tops, that's pretty scary. Put 2 cards on top. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we're still resolving this Thoughtseize. Or he has to counter it. Oh, Thirst for Meaning? Okay, well, he's tapped out now. This deck is so fun to play. Discard Absorb land, and then Thoughtseize still resolves. Take the counterspell. Yeah, see, I think having those, like, I mean, he just got stuck on cards for so long, we were able to just do whatever we want. Now we just Inverter, Exile on Library, and then Thassa's Oracle. People love bringing in Rest in Peace against this deck. I think it's fine, but I don't even know if it's that great. I was like, oh, we have 10 cards in library, but no, we have 10 cards in hand. He says GG, I guess. GG. Rough draws there. I mean, I don't know if he kept a sketchy hand, but he was stuck on that one land for a long time. So, not sure about that one, but let's go round 4. All right, 2-1 with an Inverter Combo here. We're against Katoken, and we're on the play. Let's see if we can 4-1 this league. Keep this hand. This hand looks fine. Probably just lead on Island Go. Plan on opting. This hand's not too exciting, but we have the opt. Ooh, Fortified Village, Reveal Plains. Are we against some Heliod deck? Or probably Heliod, but it could be some Enchantress style deck. This will be interesting. Jace. I think Jace is a little slow here. Another dig through time, not ideal. Thoughtseize. Alright, I guess I like Swamp Thoughtseize. See what we're playing against here. Yeah, a Heliod deck. So there's a Bugler, there's also Heliod, which is like basically the key to his deck. He also has 2 1-drops, or 2 2-drops that he's going to be able to cast. Knight of the White Orchid's annoying, but I think I just take Heliod. I think if I was him, that's probably what I would not want to be taken out of my hand. One of these planes was already revealed, so that's his hand. Now we just pass. And then he'll just probably jam Selfless Spirit. Yep. Untap. We get to go Choked Estuary. I think we run out 1 Thassa's Oracle to scry. Reveal an island. Yes. And then Oracle. See, if we hit Inverter right here, it's perfect. Yeah, so we put Inverter on top. And then we pass. And next turn we go Inverter. And then the turn after we go Thassa's Oracle for the win. So he's going to have to do something here. Knight of the White Orchid. Getting a green-white land. Oh, just getting plains. Sure. Play plains. Play another 2-drop. Yep. This should be a good matchup for us. He's got the combo, but we have interaction. I think our combo is better. So we go Shock. Play Inverter. And then next turn win. Just going to F6. It's nice that Inverter exiles the cards face down, so your opponent can't see your entire deck when you combo. Not that it matters too much. Ooh, Benalish Marshall, but that's not going to be enough. We know his last card is Bugler, so that'll do it. And then I suppose I'll just opt. and then Thassa's Oracle. Just let's put this on the bottom. Oh, what? We drew Thoughtseize? And then I'll just Thassa's Oracle with 0 cards in library. There's no reason to opt there because we know his last card's Wielder, but might as well. Alright. I mean, Cry kills a lot of his stuff. Unmoored Ego if we want to protect against his combo. Kalitas seems cool. I just don't know if we want to be Unmoored Egoing because then he's just going to be playing like a shitload of creatures anyway. This is only green or white. Don't want Ashiok either or Duress. He's pretty much all creatures. I just don't think I want to. I want Ego against like the straight combo decks, like this one. He can just like if I like go T3 Unmoored Ego, name your combo. He's like, okay, I don't even have that in hand. I'm just gonna curve out and try to kill you with creatures anyway. I think we still want Thoughtseize. We could hedge a little bit by just like siding out like a Jace, a Dig. These Thought Erasures are pretty slow. Just side out like a lot of the slower stuff and bring in interaction and a fatty. Yeah, I like this. I like keeping in all the censors, I think, even on the draw. Just makes our deck a little more lean. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. We'll just try to draw more lands and then try to play Inverter on T4. Temple Garden, Thraben, you got it. Now we go Shock, Pass. Just plan on opting. So all we're looking for is lands. We should be able to find that because we have opt into Censor. So we can opt, put a card on bottom, draw a card, and then draw another card for turn, then draw another card with Cycle Censor. So, and we have this Fabled Passage also. So we should have no problem finding lands, which is why I want to keep the deck lean. Sunpetal Grove, and then 2-drop. I mean, we're on the draw. We may just get templed out. Ooh, Rest in Peace. See, that's why people bring it in, because now we can't go the T4 Inverter, T5 Thassa's Oracle. But it is what it is. They're still bringing in Rest in Peace and casting it, taking a turn off. Fatal Push, top. I do want it, but I just need lands too bad. I have to bottom. Oh, Drown in the Loch. I should side out Drown in the Loch more often. I think I even play Fetid Pools here. Yeah, I'm going to play it. Just plan on cycling Censor. It hurt to put that Fatal Push to the bottom because it's really good against his deck. But I just needed to hit more lands really badly. Like I need to get up to 6 lands to win. So I'm going to cycle Censor here. This Drown in the Loch's dead. Doesn't do anything because he doesn't have any cards in his graveyard. Good news is we're not under any pressure. What is this? Heliod? We can't censor it because we played it because we have a tap land. Oh, Gideon of the Trials. That's annoying as well. Oh man, as long as you control Gideon, you can't lose the game. Gotta take out that Gideon. I didn't really think about that, but that's good against this deck. Wow, we could not censor the Gideon. That's very unfortunate. There's the untapped land we needed. It's just rough. Alright, let's go. Choked Estuary, revealing Watery Grave. Pass the turn. Yeah, we have to kill that Gideon because our combo doesn't work now. But we can just jam a Kalitas next turn. Make it a 4/4 indestructible, hit for 5. And a Fenza, sure. Probably going to censor whatever this is. Daxos, yeah, I'll censor that. And I get to play Kalitas. Should be pretty decent. Gonna hit for 5 down to 11, and then I shock down to 9. So I'm under a lot of pressure. Jace is actually good too. Let's just play Kalitas. Pass the turn. I guess I could have gone Fabled Passage there. Yeah, that was wrong. I'm honestly not used to playing with Fabled Passage. I haven't played with it that much yet. Cycle Clue. That's a good sign for us. Shock is not a good sign. So Heliod? Oh, Banalish Marshal. So he grows his Thraben Inspector, then he can either plus Gideon. Oh, he could put it on this? It's the toughness. Wow. So he can attack for 8. Jesus. Okay, well we go down to 1. Oh, this is a 5/5. Alright, we have to jump with our Kalitas. So, yeah, not winning this game here. We don't really have any way to remove this Gideon right now either. So if I go Inverter, I just exile my graveyard. Alright, I'll just concede. He had us there. That's where Rest in Peace was good. Sideboard. Don't know if I want to side out Drown in the Loch. I do like cutting the 1 dig through time. Like, what else am I bringing in other than Drown in the Loch? I don't think Unmoored Ego is good. I think it's fine just to keep it. I'm just going to run it back like this. I think our draw was just a little bit too clunky there. Alright. Play first. I'm going to keep this hand actually. We have a T3 Cry. And I want a Fabled Passage for Swamp so I can cast Cry. But then I need a blue source for Jace. I still think it's worth it. I'm just going to leave Fabled Passage for Swamp. It's just a tap land until T4. Suppose I could also not crack Fabled Passage here, but in case I draw something, another Fabled Passage. Alright, I'll Fabled Passage for Swamp here. I mean for Island. See, these Fabled Passages are real nice for this Murderous Cut. That makes a big difference. Voids of Resurgence. Alright, well, Cry is pretty good against that. The problem is, if he plays Banalish Marshal next turn, I guess I can just cut it if he does. So that's not really a problem. But then he would get a voice token. Not sure if that matters. I could also play Fabled Passage, but I don't think there's any reason to now. Now I just played Drowned Catacombs Pass. And if he doesn't have Banalish Marshal, I'm just in a great spot. Even if he does, it's fine. I mean, well, it's not fine, but it's not the end of the world. Like, I'm not too concerned about this voice token if I have to give him one, because I can just Cry of Carnarium it away most likely. Can find a way to make that line happen. There's Gideon. Yeah, Gideon is actually very annoying because I can't counter it. It's very, very annoying. He emblems it. Alright, it's going to be rough. Gotta take that Gideon out somehow. Just going to take 2. Now if I play Jace, it just dies. God. Getting into trial is just so good against me. I can't even Murderous Cut it because it gains just so hard for me to deal with. Man, Jace Plus is not very good either. Alright, just gonna go to my turn. Could play the Jace just to have it die. And he just gets to swing with both, kill it. But is it getting any better? I don't think so. I think I'm going to do it. I still think this is a reasonable matchup for us. Just exactly getting into the trials is rough for us. I'll mill myself. I want to be able to Inverter and have it stick around. Like, Censor would have been so sick against that Gideon. He's obviously going to kill Jace. Hopefully he just plays a couple more guys that we can cry. Collected Company now. Interesting. Selfless Spirit and Offenza. Put a counter on Voice. Oh no, he can't. He has to put it on Selfless Spirit. Perfect. So now I just cry, I guess 2 for 1 in, but my Jace is going to die here. So I leave him with a Gideon. It's not ideal. This is indestructible. Yeah, it's going to be rough. Well, if he attacks me, it's just so good. He has to attack Jace with both. If he doesn't, that gives me a chance. Because then I just get to keep activating Jace, milling myself, setting up like an inverter that shuffles back enough cards where I just have a 6/6 flying out, kill the Gideon, then kill him. With the combo, maybe potentially, yeah. Attacking Jace. That's what he should do. Goes to the graveyard, so now I go Island, Cry. He can sack Selfless Spirit right now if he wants, but his other creatures still die. Voice doesn't even make a token. So that just leaves him with just Gideon. I don't want a Thassa's Oracle here, I don't think. Sure. Then I just leave up Censor. I maybe should have Fabled Passage there, just to thin. It's a 4/4 indestructible. And Offenza, that resolves. Does he go Heliod here? Banalish Marshal? Yeah, I'll counter that. Then I just get hit for 4 down to 14. And I need to draw some gas. Dig through time 1 time. Nice. Called it. I think I dig through time, exiling everything, maybe except Cry. I don't. Maybe except Jace. Yeah, I'll keep the Jace in there in case I want to shuffle that back in. Dig through time. See, the combo does not win us the game because he controls a Gideon Planeswalker. Fatal Push is also good here. Let's see. I'm going to have to Inverter, kill Gideon. And he can also plus Gideon target Inverter. Jesus. I'm wondering if I take Inverter Push, or I could take Push Dig. It's pretty close. Dig is an extra card, but Push kills this Offenza right now. I think push Inverter is where I want to be. I'm not sure about this one. This is tough. But I think that's what I'm going to do. Because then I'm going to get to I'm going to try to put, now I'm going to try to keep putting cards into my graveyard. And do I just push this now? I can just respond with push. Can't push Gideon because it's indestructible. So that doesn't work, but yeah, I just passed the turn here. Banalish Marshal. Okay. Well, I can just cut this whenever. No rush. Or, I mean, I can just push this whenever. I also want to not exile cards from my graveyard because I want more cards in graveyard to leave my Inverter around for longer. Make that a 4-4 or a 5-5. And play Daxos. I mean, Daxos, whenever another creature dies, you gain 1 life. As a pose, let's see, I can also make a sweet play and just, this is what I'm thinking. I push something and then I sack Fabled Passage, Murderous Cut something else because I only have to tap 3, exile 2 cards. So I could exile like Dig Through Time plus Fabled Passage, and then I leave my library being removal spells and powerful cards, and then I just play Inverter next turn. I like that. I'm going to go Fatal Push, target Anafenza. I think I am going to cut right now. And then I go sack Fabled Passage, get an island, and then I tap 3 mana and exile 2 cards. I probably exile Dig Through Time and Fabled Passage. I just kill this, exiling Fabled Passage and Dig. And then I go to 3 cards in graveyard. The next turn I can play Inverter. Oh, but the problem is plus Gideon target Inverter. I forgot about that line. He's down to 1 card in hand, but it's going to be tough to win. Wonder if I made a mistake by doing that. Swamp. Because now, yeah, if he just goes plus Gideon target Inverter, I'm just dead in the water basically. As long as you control Gideon Planeswalker, so I have to get this off the table. It's going to be tough. Now I just can't do anything at all. Man, I may have misplayed this game. I forgot about the Gideon Plus there. It's just so hard. I don't have like a Murderous Rider or anything to deal with this Gideon. Now Heliod. And that's going to do it. He gains 1 life. He gets to put a counter on something. He can give this lifelink, put another counter. This is even turned on. Now he has like 3 lethal creatures. Yep. We draw another land. Alright, well, yeah, that'll do it. I'm just going to play Inverter, see what happens. Man, we just died to Gideon of the Trials twice. I mean, I could play Thassa's Oracle in order to survive. Actually, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to try to hope he doesn't plus Gideon target Inverter. And then I'm going to try to draw Jace. I'm going to draw Jace on my next turn to try to win. Put Jace on top. Pass. And now he has to plus Gideon, target Inverter, or I can win. See if he takes the right line. It is better to do. Okay, he did that. Prevent all damage that would be dealt by this permanent. He attacks with those two. Interesting. So I have to go block. Block. Right now, I guess I block the other way. Block. Oh, prevent all damage. It doesn't matter. Just goes lifelink. Put a counter. Yeah, it's until your next turn. Prevent all damage target permanent would deal. Now we're just drawing Jace. So, I mean, we can just Jace mill ourselves, but then we lose actually because of the Gideon emblem. Prevent all damage that this would deal, so we cannot kill the Gideon of the Trials. Man, that's really rough. Let's just do it for fun. Jace. Kill ourselves. Why did we not lose the game? I guess because of the static ability. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, you win the game. That's pretty funny. We have no cards in hand, no cards in library right now. Yeah, I didn't realize it worked that way. The interaction between Jace static ability and Gideon emblem is pretty funny. It's like saying, like, if you would draw a card, which we did while we have no cards in it, you win the game. But then this is out, so we can't win the game, but we also don't lose the game. Nice sideboard card. Yeah, Gideon just absolutely just... Oh, maybe he's talking about Rest in Peace, but Gideon of the Trials just... wrecked us. GG. We have no outs. Just concede and try to 3-2 this. Disappointing there, but good games. It's been a lot of fun so far. See you in round 5 for the last round. Alright, welcome to the 5th and final round against John Daga. We'll play first. Keep this hand. Unfortunately, we don't have an untapped black source on T1, but we'll just go island. Might plan on cycling Censor to hit lands, because we have the combo here. John Daga, what's he on? In the 2-2 bracket, what are we against? Probably, like, I don't know, planes again? I've seen so many planes recently. I mean, I wonder if it's just good or not. Alright, let's see here. Do I go Thought Erasure just to be more mana efficient? I think I do. Just go Thought Erasure you. Ooh, Walking Ballista and a Fenza. I mean, those are good together. Wondering which one I want to take. I feel like I want to just take the Ballista. This most likely will just pump his team a little bit. We'll just take Ballista. Censor to the bottom, or to the graveyard. We want to draw lands. Okay, so Fortified Village, Revealing Plains, which you already knew about, and then Anafenza, and one card, blank. And we just get hit for 1. I don't want to just... I was going to say I don't want a Thassa's Oracle, but now I'm going to, because I have another one. Let's just lead on Thoughtseize. Maybe he drew a card we want to take. Yep, that's definitely one we want to take. So that's his hand. And then I'll go Shock down to 15. Play Thassa's Oracle. And we don't want to put any of these cards on top. No. Oh, did we just bottom a land? I think we just misplayed. I just went a little bit too fast there. Sorry for that. That could actually cost us pretty badly. We're just getting hit for 1 here. Man, yeah, if we just bottomed a land, I'm not even sure. I just went way too fast there. Now we can't do anything this turn. Otherwise, we could have just played Inverter there and then played Jace the following turn. Man. Also could have played another Thassa's Oracle to try to hit a land and then win with Jace, but... Alright, crack that, put a counter, and then he gets to hit for 2, or I guess 3. Just block there. We actually want these blue pips. Opt. Man. Put on top. Fabled Passage. I think I'm going to play this Thassa's Oracle here and just try to win with this Jace. I think it's worth. Look at 4. Do I want to put any of these on top? So I'm going to go up to 6 cards. I don't need like another Inverter. I don't really need the land. I'm just going to say no. Pass. Man, just missing that land was so huge. Bugler. Pumping a Thraben, which doesn't really matter because we can block it with Oracle. What a weird game here. Oh no, we can't win right away with this Jace either because we're going to go down to 6 cards in the library. But we do get a 6/6 blocker at least. Block, block. And he took Bugler off Bugler. That's fine. Now I just slam Inverter. Oh, I guess chumping there would have been pretty good. I can also draw cards. I'm going to play this for that reason. The reason I'm playing the Fetid Pools there is because we have Censors and Ops in the graveyard that we're likely to draw next turn. So I want to be able to draw through my deck and then Jace for the win. Collected Company. Banalish Marshal plus is a pretty quick decision. On the Banalish Marshal, does he have and a Knight of the White Orchid, double bolster. So he has to put counters on something and Banalish Marshal or Knight. So we may have to win on this next turn. Oh, I can just go chump with one Thassa's Oracle. Alright, yeah, I'm fine here. If I go chump, or I could even chump with both. And then, oh no, because I can't play Inverter. Oh, there's probably a Fabled Passage. Okay. So I have to draw land. Do I chump with both? I'm not sure what's better. I just straight up have to draw land. Blocking here. And I think I'll block here as well. Okay. Let's hope I just don't get ultra punished. It looks like I am. Oh man. Now I just lose. Because if I just play another Inverter, I just lose. Oh man. Just so brutal. I just played this one horribly. Definitely could have won that game. Let's see, what was our... We just had the one Fabled Passage, and it was the last card. So we had to draw Fabled Passage. We had a 1 in 6 shot there. I could have just played it differently, though. Man, that was rough. That felt so bad. Alright, I think I do want... I want Noxious Grasp, Cry, Kalitas. I think that's it. And let's go dig, Drown in the Loch, Jace, one Thought Erasure. Maybe I just keep in the Drown in the Loch. Take out both Thought Erasures. Maybe I just want these on the play. Yeah, so I am just going to take these two out as well. And just run the 60. Let's try it like this. Alright, we're on the play. Just misplayed that game horribly. It just felt so bad. I mean, this hand's not great. I'm actually going to keep it. This could just cost me the match here, but I'm going to try it. We have Fatal Push, which is one of our better cards. If we draw Thassa's Oracle, we just win the game. Thraben, sure. Just play this tapped. Pass. Plan on killing his 2-drop with this push. Take 1. And he just doesn't have a 2-drop, he's just cracking Clue. Sure. Still not going to kill Thraben. Alright, Noxious Grasp is good. We still need to find Thassa's Oracle. Noxious Grasp isn't out to that Gideon. But nowish Marshall. Okay, well I'm just going to kill that. And then I just go up to 20 and then back down to 19. Oh, we missed the attack. Another Inverter. Okay, can't play them yet. Could maybe get to a point where I can just play out an Inverter and try to win with it, but that's pretty rough. Heliod. Yeah, I don't think I want a Fatal Push now. We'll cycle now, though. There's the Oracle. Okay. So if I just don't Fatal Push, I should have the win, but I need to leave it out in case he has a removal spell. Anafenza, Sure. Selfless Spirit. And then trigger. But then next turn, if I don't put another card in the graveyard, I get to go Inverter, Thassa's Oracle for the win. So I just let this resolve, get hit for a bunch of damage, and then I win. Because if I Fatal Push, I do not win. So it looks like we're okay. I've said that so many times. This deck looks like we got it. Oh, we're dead. Oh, I thought I just misclicked there, but no, we're good. All right, so now I just go Island, play Inverter, and then play Thassa's Oracle. 2 cards in graveyard goes to 2 cards in library. Thassa's Oracle for the win. When this deck works, it works. The combo is actually pretty hard to interact with. Alright, let's go game 3. I think I do not want Thought Erasure here. Maybe I want Drown in the Loch, even though it's worse against Rest in Peace. I'd rather just have a reactive removal spell than a 2-mana Thoughtseize on the draw. Just seems too slow to me. Just so rough if this is dead, but at that point, Thought Erasure is not going to be that good anyway. Let's run it like this. Could even play Aether Gust for like Coco's, but I don't know if that's good. Alright, keep this hand. We have some cyclers, we have a Cry. Let's go. Reveal the Plains, play a Thraben Inspector, sure. Hopefully we can censor his 3-drop. Watery Grave. Still gonna go Island. Pass. Probably gonna play a T2 Fabled Passage. So another plane. So we just know we just know 1 planes. Alright, well Daxos actually is not that good against Cry. So hopefully we can censor his next play and then Cry all his guys. Or he just plays stuff that dies to Cry. That would be ideal. Take 1, cycle Censor. And then I think I just have to play Drowned Catacombs. Yeah, now I just definitely play Drowned because I want to leave up Censor, and if I play Fabled Passage, I cannot. So I just go Catacombs, pass. Telegraphing another Censor pretty hard here, but I mean that's the problem with that card. You always do that. Yeah, hopefully it just goes like Plains, 3-drop. Banalish Marshal. Yep. Gonna counter it. So I can Cry next turn, which I think is the safe play. Just takes his entire team off the table. Cry, and then next turn I can go Fabled Passage, and then end of turn Dig. So that seems good to me. Another Banalish Marshal, which is exactly why I played Cry there. I didn't explicitly say that, but that is 100% the reason why I did it. And now I'm actually just going to go Jace plus target myself. That puts cards in my graveyard for Dig, draws a card. He can't kill the Jace. Yeah, that looks great. Jace plus target myself. Push is a great draw. Even have Fabled Passage to turn on push. Wow. That's another reason why Fabled Passage just has to be in the deck. Scry too, that's what I like to see. And I can just kill this Banalish Marshal with Fatal Push, cast Dig through time, maybe find another removal spell. Jeez, we're doing it. We're just playing the control game here. When these came out, I just bought 4 at like $1 each. I just was like, this could be a role player in Standard, just 4 mana Planeswalker, decent amount of loyalty, draws cards. And so I picked up 4. Now they're like $5, and I always have like wanted to get a chance to play with them, but haven't really had a chance till this deck. Ooh, Thoughtseize is actually another good draw. Let's start on, I think Jace plus target myself. Maybe I don't want to put any more cards in the graveyard now. I think I do. Start with that. Ooh, Noxious Grasp, that's so good. There's an Inverter. think I can just go. I think I actually start on Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize you. Ballista, Daxos. I don't think I really care about Daxos. I think I'd rather take Ballista. Take a Ballista. I think I want to play 2 removal spells. So we know his hand is Daxos, Walking Ballista. I think I want to go Noxious Grasp, Banalish Marshal, Fatal Push the Charming Prince, and then just play a tap land. And then my Jace will survive. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I don't think there's a reason to have to do it right now. I mean, I could. Maybe it's just safer. Alright, I'm gonna do it. Noxious Grasp that. Push this. Pass the turn. On his Charming Prince, he put 2 cards on top. Okay, Rest in Peace. See, this is where Rest in Peace, like, it's not good. That, yeah, he stops this dig. It's okay, but I mean, I don't care. Sure. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just go Watery Grave tapped, pass. I'm in a great position here. I'm just drawing an extra card every turn with this Jace. Is he just going to play a Daxos? Oh, he cracked a clue. He tried to hit land. That was greedy. Probably should have played something to put pressure on. Let's mill him. Draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can't quite dig yet, but I can dig next turn. Pass. Just need to find Oracle here. Knight for land, and then play Daxos. Sure. Still at 15, by the way. Oh, he got Fortified Village, did he? And then played Daxos. Oh my god, cry. That's so good. Plus target him. And there's the Thassa's Oracle for the win. Okay, sweet. No reason to mess around with the cry now. Choked Estuary, reveal this. Swamp, swamp, swamp. Island. Inverter. Exile our library. And play Thassa's Oracle. Sweet. Got there. Got the 3 and 2. We lost some close matches, but let me just say now, I want to apologize for really playing horribly, I think, in that, especially game 1 of match 5. But I think I could have played a little bit better overall. It wasn't my best performance, but it was still a really fun time. We still got the 3-2, so we got one treasure chest. Could have been better, but yeah, this deck is super fun to play. If you like the content, this is youtube.com/snapbolt. I'd love it if you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.